Hey everyone, it's Body Bags here with a top 4 deck profile, right?
Yeah.
Top 4, hell yeah. This is your first time making top 8 at our events. How did you feel today?
Pretty good. I can't complain. God is good.
Yeah, what'd you win?
Got the Foolish Burial, the Super Foolish Burial. I've never had one, and I've actually always wanted one. So.
Ah, well, I'm glad we can make your dreams come true here at FGG.
Yeah, man.
Cool. Well, you want to tell us what you played?
Yeah. So today I played. I can't call it Disaster Dragon, but more of a dragon list. Dragon control. 3 blizzards. 1 DD assailant. 2 exploders. The reason why we played 1 assailant and 2 exploder, we played Drago on the list,
Sure.
as you can see, and you don't want to have. At first, I was playing 3. First it was DD Warrior Lady, but there's something else on the list that maybe changed from Warrior Lady to this. But the reason why you don't want 3 of this, because it was 3, you want to be able to reveal a dragon for Drago.
Right.
So it still outs problem monsters. You don't take damage, but it can't do damage. But it just was more beneficial to play the 2 exploders than the 3 DD assailants. So that's why you got that. 3 Dragos. This card is best card of deck. Everybody that plays against dragons knows what it does.
And they hate it.
Yeah. Can't special summon lighter darks. It's crazy. It's broken. It solos like a lot of decks. Pretty good against Vayu. It just stops their follow-up. And then 1900 is really hard to clear. 1 prom. Everybody's going to have to try to destroy your cards before you start swarming the board, because if you swarm the board, you'll kill it.
True.
And the burn effect actually comes up a lot.
Yeah, you had a little silly interaction with this one. Walk us through that one.
Oh my gosh. All right, so I'm playing my friend right before Top Cut. And so we're on turn 3 of time. I have a Call of the Haunted set. I have the option to normal summon Blizzard Dragon, or activate Call, bring back an Exploder Dragon that's in the grave, tribute the Exploder, summon this. And so the thought that I had prior to this happening was, so I'm playing against a machine deck. My friend's playing machines, and I don't want to let him do damage to me, because then I'm going to lose. We're in time.
Right.
So I wanted to have a let's get it. So I wanted to use the compulse on his gear frame, and then set the fortress, because my thought process is he's gonna let me attack the fortress, and then he's gonna blow up the monster that attacked it.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna Call it a Haunted, back that monster, and swing for game.
Got it for game.
Well, so what actually happened was, so the Call of Haunted set, his fortress is booked. We're both at 8. I normal summon the Blizzard. I target the fortress. So
Yeah. So it can't change
if the back row is Mirror Force or is something to stop it, it still can't flip up and kill me.
Yeah, you don't
when we
lose
go
on
to
the
set it
spot,
down.
yeah.
Right. I swing, and he activates Magic Cylinder. And I'm just like, bro. And I show him, like, yo, I got the prime material in my hand too. But theoretically, like, if I bring back the Exploder, summon the prime, I can only kill the fortress. The fortress tries to kill this. I discard a card, and then next turn he summons the gear frame and swings over the prime, and I still lose.
Yeah.
So like theoretically, I was in a lose-lose situation. There was no win in that one, given that he had Magic Cylinder. Because if I do that, then he's not going to activate the Magic Cylinder. He knows that it's going to make me gain. So it just was an unfortunate situation. I made the right play. I feel like I made the right play. But
Yeah, you couldn't have known. He had to have it.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he had to have that card that no one plays.
And he had it.
Yeah.
So, obviously, 3 Rhythm D. Don't make fun of me. I have the Ultras jumps first. I'm sorry, they're not first. They're limited edition. But I have jumps, but I don't play the jumps because I love dragons and I don't want to mess them up. 3 Wyverns, and then my tech, Rose Warrior. So
Ooh.
I always said, like, if dragons had a level 4 tuner, that the deck would just get exponentially better, because a lot of times you want to just protect yourself from Bottomless, from Mirror Force, from cards that destroy with Stardust. And then the best part is, if you didn't know, Stardust is a dragon, so if they get rid of it early game, Red can bring it back, and it's just really annoying for your opponent to deal with. It deals with Raikos, it deals with just anything that destroys, obviously. So everybody
that.
knows what Stardust does, and that's why we got the cool wooden
The wooden
Stardust.
Stardust. How did you win that one?
Coming to FGG events.
Yeah, it's the only way to get the FGG wooden cards.
Yeah. All right. So 3 Book of Moon. Theory behind this is whether you go first or second, book is good. You can book your opponent's monsters, and if you open Blizzard Dragon, once you book their monster, if it's a bigger monster, you can target the monster, and then they can't flip it up.
Yeah.
Brain Control. We all know how crazy that card is. Burial. 2 Gold Sark. Future Fusion. Heavy Storm. Rhoda. This searches your assailant.
Yeah, the
searches
Rose Warrior,
Warriors. And then MST.
Yeah, the Dragon deck has a searchable tuner. I like that.
Call it a Haunted. I play 2 Compulse. Again, Vayu. Actually, this card really just answers so many things. Even though it puts it back in your opponent's hand, your opponent's already going to have a tough time dealing with your bigger dragons. 3 Deep Prison, Mirror Force, and then I main deck 2 Skill Drain. So
Love that.
this, if you turn off all the effects in the game, like it's really hard to deal with dragons.
Yeah, how do you beat
just-
a 2800 beater?
Yep, you just gotta fight a 2800 Red MD, and like even if they crash with your Red MD, like you got burials. So if your Wyvern's in the grave, you just burial back the Wyvern,
Yeah.
finish it again, get Red MD again. Let's see if they can crash it and kill it again. Colossal Fighter would be a problem, but then you got the back row to back it up. So like,
True.
and then Torrential, Starlight Road. And all my previous lists, I always played 2 Starlight Roads. And today I just did 1 because I wanted to keep the deck at 40. You want to see Future Fusion as much as possible.
Yeah.
So like, if y'all seen the featured match against Mike, I really wish I could have had a second Starlight Road because I would have set 2. But I just hate getting blown out by Heavy Storm turn 1.
So annoying.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, the first game, I got blown out Heavy Storm Dark Arm Dragon. I was like, okay, let's go to game 2.
Yeah. So the extra deck is probably not exactly what it should be. It definitely could use some work, but I played 2 5-head, 2 Chimera Tech, Brio. Didn't make it all today. Didn't make this today. Made this once. Didn't make these. I would play Goyo, but I literally I was putting this deck together and I couldn't find my Goyo, so I just played the second one. Didn't make this today. I literally made all 3 of this against a machine player today.
Hey.
It was crazy. It just was such a grindy back and forth game. Two of them got deprisoned. Yeah, it was crazy.
And then the Starlight Road? So like
yeah,
2 synchros on the Starlight Road.
Exactly. Yep. And then I made this once today. This won a game, and then this was just from a previous list, and I own it, so I just played it.
Oh, yeah.
And then last is the side deck. This also probably could use some work. I feel like side decks are always like just dependent on the
meta
and where you play. So 2 Cyber Dragon, obviously machines is really hard matchup for this deck.
I think you picked well today. There was a lot of machines today.
Yeah. So actually, I also side Thunder Kings, specifically because like gadgets, like Machine to Gear Frame, all those cards search. I love to side this against Black Wings as well, going first, because if you normal summon Ryo, Thunder King Ryo, they can't search like Kalut and stuff like that. Like they have to answer it immediately.
Yeah.
And so the way I feel about it is, if they answer the Thunder King early, they're playing their best answers. And if you open this with back row, then they're playing their best answers into
Yeah,
your
it clears
back
the way
row.
for your dragons.
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't give a shit about Thunder King. Like, get the red eyes. Like,
Yep. And just creates a better long game for you. Theoretically, you want this. You kind of want to drag the game out as much as possible anyway. I feel like that was the biggest problem with the Dragon deck in the beginning, was people can end the game against you too fast. So you have to find a way to kind of grind it out. Twisters, I played these because people side Decree against you, so you just don't want to get flooded out by Decree. This is for frogs, for everything that plays Pot of Avarice, Light Swarms, you name it, it's for that. Royal Oppression, again, you just don't want people to overwhelm you. Trap Stuns for the decks that play back row against you, and then the Judgment was in the side as well. Sometimes you just need your stuff to go through, so you just side the Judgment. I don't like maining it because a lot of times people like, they'll play something like theoretically that would prompt you to have to Judgment, and like if you judgment too early or if you judgment the wrong card, then you're at half your
Yeah.
life and you just lose.
For sure, especially with like how explosive like black wings and value and stuff can be. If you're caught with your pants down, you're playing with half your life.
Exactly. And like, so I rather like know what your deck is on and know, okay, I'm holding this judgment for like these cards, and that's it.
For sure.
If I'm judgmenting like, I don't know, something Miracle Fusion, because sometimes you have to. Like, then they're like, oh, okay.
Second one.
Or it's like a zombie. You know, they have like zombie heroes and all this other stuff. Like some decks are just crazy.
Yeah.
If you judgment too early, you just still lose the game. So.
Yeah.
And I'm probably not the best at holding judgment.
I totally agree.
That's my profile.
Cool, man. Thanks for doing that. You got any shout outs?
First and foremost, I gotta thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. This would not be possible without him. Shout out to all my friends that came with me, that was testing with me. Shout out to Indy. Indy gets 2 shout outs. Indy had the idea of main deck and skill drain. He actually topped today as well. I'm not sure. Is Indy still playing? Did he win?
No, he did top 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Indy was the biggest reason we played skill drain, because this deck has a really big problem with frogs, and then we were just like going through every matchup. Like the only matchup that this is not great against is Black Wings.
Yeah.
So then it was like, okay, main deck skill drain. And like before this, we were on oppression, but then we switched oppression for this, put the oppression inside, put this in the main.
Yeah, I was having a couple conversations today about like skill drain, like maybe just being a better floodgate than
It was
oppression.
crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy today. Skill drain won 3 matches.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to Indy twice.
Yeah,
for
I'm
skill
with you.
drain.
I was running 2 skill drain today as well.
Shout out to Mike Kelly, Omar, Justin, Rob, Fish, Rose, Will, everybody back home in Baltimore, everybody, all my friends, family that support me. And then shout out to my family, everybody that know that I play and that just
Support the
always,
hobby.
yeah, they always lightly make fun of me for playing, but they know that the vibes, they know it's a good time. So.
They don't understand, but they don't care.
They don't, but
let you do it.
Yeah, they know that I enjoy it, so they let me have it.
Yeah.
And shout out to all the people wanting to be different playing dragons. I was not a fan of Blizzard Dragon. Well, I can't say I wasn't a fan, but I was afraid to play it. A lot of people wasn't playing it, and then the guy topped with it in Michigan, and then I was like, all right, go ahead, just do it. And the card's really good. The dragons are really good, and if you just try, just study and play your games, do your research, and then make the deck better. I feel like there's 2 things I want to change about this. I'm probably going to change them, and we're going to run it back and see if it's even better.
Cool. Well, congratulations, and thanks for coming, man. We'll see you next time.
Absolutely. Appreciate
All right.
you.
Peace.